Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hopping to Hope, the channel dedicated to education and advocacy for bunnies. In this video, I wanted to show you a glimpse of what happens in the mornings with having 4 bunnies. So let's take a look at our morning routine with Huxley, Daisy, Artie and Sassy. On this day, the bunnies had pellets. 3 of the 7 days of the week are hay only days, just to help with the teeth for Huxley and Artie, but I do it for all bunnies. So today was a pellet day, so I usually shake the pellets and they go running up to the castle. Then after I've done pellets for Huxley and Daisy, I grab them some hay. This hay looks really cut up and not so great. It was the end of the bag, it was the morning, so I went out later and got lots of lovely hay from out the back in the garage. Now it's time to go and see Artie and Sassy. I go in every morning and say hello to both of them.
Good morning. Hi, Artie. Good morning. Hello, Sassy. Hello, Sassy. Good morning.
I have a feeling every morning Artie's thinking, is it a pellet day? He loves his pellets so much and he's so excited in the mornings to possibly get them. He's a bit sad on his hay only days, but he still enjoys eating that as well. Artie gets a mix of the Burgess Mature Rabbit and the Burgess Mint pellets. I did get the mint pellets hoping that I could give them to Sassy, but his tummy is just way too sensitive for them, so I'm just using that bag up with Artie. It's at this point on pellet day that I feel really bad for Sassy, because Sassy can't eat any pellets and he gets really excited, so I give him a hay cube. The hay cubes are compressed hay and he absolutely adores them, so I've always got to make sure I have them in stock and ready to give out. You watch his little face when he gets one, it's so cute. As you can see as well, Sassy is very messy. He's a very messy boy. So later in the day, I'll clean up his pen and get rid of all of that hay on the ground. Then it's time to give Sassy and Artie their hay. The hay looks so sad, so I went outside and got some from the big bale that I have, just to make sure that they had nice long stems. It looks really brown in camera, but it's actually very green in person. Good hay is really important. Artie and Sassy don't have hay racks or hay bags. They prefer to forage. If I put them in some sort of container or rack, they pull it all out. So they just forage in their litter box. And Huxley and Daisy are just looking at me like, what am I doing? Why are you filming our litter box? But I just thought they were really cute. You'll notice I never actually just put pellets in a bowl and put it down for the bunnies to eat. I like to sort of give them throughout the day and use it as a positive reinforcement, get them to come to me when I call them, or I even sort of throw them around the room so they can forage for them. I find this much better and gives them more enrichment than just putting a bowl of pellets down for them to eat. That sunflower that you can see is actually a snuffle mat, and they're really good for bunnies as well. You can hide their pellets in them and then they have to naturally forage for them, and it's really great enrichment for them because in the wild they're natural foragers. And there's my boy Hux, always wanting a head pat and then wondering if he can get some more pellets out of it as well, I reckon. In our next video, we'll share how Huxley went with his surgery last week and give you an update on that, so stay tuned for that. Because Artie and Sassy are in pens, it's really important for me to give them some free roam time in the lounge room and the kitchen. To do this safely, I make sure that I double pen their pens so that their noses can't get through and they can't try and bite each other. And And then I released the beast. Sassy, that this morning, it's really funny. It's like he knew exactly what he wanted to do. And what he wanted to do was go into the kitchen and try and get behind the fridge, which he was unsuccessful with. It's really important to give bunnies a lot of room to exercise and run around. If you think about it, in nature, they travel over great distances. So putting them in little hutches and little cages is just not good for them. It can actually cause problems like arthritis in their joints. So my bunnies that are in their 2 pens, they get lots of time to free roam. Whilst Sassy is free roaming, I love to give him head pats, and obviously he loves to get them as well. Have a little look at these couple of clips of him being incredibly cute. Giving Sassy these head pats and then patting him all over his body is actually really important for him because of his behaviour issues. I've left this clip in and you'll actually see that he nips me or attempts to nip me. It's because I've touched him on a part of his body that is sensitive. So it's really important for me to desensitise him, and I do this outside of his pen because he does have some pen aggression. So now it was time to switch over with Artie. Some days I give the bunny the entire day to free roam, and sometimes I split the day so they both get it on the same day. You'll notice that you'll see that sometimes there's a couple of stray poops, and especially with Sassy, and that's because Sassy is quite territorial and he likes to mark his territory. So that's lots of fun to clean up after they've both had their free roam time. I try and give Artie a couple of head pats as well, but he's not a bunny that enjoys it, so it's not something I force upon him if he doesn't like it. And just then I was just trying to pull off a little bit of fur that was coming off. He really enjoys his free roam time, and you wouldn't think that he was 11. He loves to run around and play. Whilst Artie's having fun inside, I went outside to cut some grass. This is my little area for the bunny grass. I keep it penned off just so that no other animals can get in there. So I cut some grass for the day so that all of the bunnies can have some yummy greens. I also make sure to wash my grass so that if there's anything on there, it's removed with the water. And that is our morning routine. I added in some clips about that grass. I usually do that in the afternoon though. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will consider subscribing and liking the video. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments. Until next time. Bye everybody.